Alright, guys. Sorry, hello, and welcome everybody to another episode of RCW. So, this is normally on Wednesday, however, I decided to kind of switch up the, what shows I'm going to stream this week. This is episode 9, so this is the go home show to the RCW Turmoil pay-per-view. You will not see any of the champions or anybody that is going to be in a match officially in this episode, because we want our champions to rest up. Sorry, I was just listening to a voicemail my mother left me. So anyways, none of the champions will be in action tonight, as far as match-wise. I want to make sure that they're rested up and they're ready to go for the RCW Turmoil pay-per-view in their matches. So none of the champions are going to be in action tonight, as match-wise. So let's just keep that in mind there. Secondly, I finally got around to adding sound commands on my Twitch channel. Right now, we are broadcasting to DLive, Mixer, and Twitch all across those platforms. So whatever you're watching on, welcome. What's up, Zinix? So now we have some sound commands for those of you that are watching on Twitch. We have sound commands now, which is fantastic. I spent maybe about 2 hours making these sound commands. If you want to know what they are down in the panels. On the Twitch channel, so if you want to know what they are, go ahead and look, and just type those in, and the bot will play whatever sound I have queued up for that command. So, I don't know. It's really been a long time coming, wanting to do sounds. I know a lot of my favorite streamers. That's what they do, even if it's like just a stupid little thing. They add sounds, and I figure why not add sounds to make the stream, I guess, more, not necessarily professional, but just more fun. And that's exactly what I did. They're all wrestling related, so shocker, not really. So I can tell you some of the commands we have, at least some of them, because there's maybe about 5 or 6 of them. There is JR. So if you enter !JR, just the letters JR, you'll hear Jim Ross. There's also DK, just the word DK with the exclamation point, obviously, for the command. And that command, you'll hear Rosemary speak. There is... I'm trying to think what else is there. There's the command Mick, as in Mick Foley. If you enter that, Mick Foley will do his bang bang thing. Trying to think what else. Yep, there it is. There it is. Did that go off? I want to make sure that went off in stream. I was testing the commands before stream, and I want to make sure that stream's here. It did. It was really quiet, though. Alright, hang on. I might just have to bump up. Because I didn't do anything to the volume. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't do anything to it. All I did was Maybe I'll increase it to because right now it's at 100. So let me increase it to maybe 150 for all of them. Because I didn't take that into account. I just wanted to make sure that they worked more than anything. So I didn't take into account how quiet they would be, how loud they would be, so I apologize for that. But I'm increasing all of them to 150. Let me know if that's too loud or too quiet. I want to make sure I get this right. Is the JR command working? The MIC one is working. Okay. The JR one was working last time when I put it. Alright. Because I'm using Streamlabs bot for all of these things. It says volume. It's probably because I didn't increase the MIC one yet. I didn't increase that one yet. That's probably why. The only one I did increase right now is the decay command. That's the one that I increased. I still have to increase all the other ones. Okay, so we're gonna increase this. I'm sorry about this, guys. I should have thought about this beforehand, but I wouldn't have known if I didn't queue up. Yeah. Yeah, I won't forget to click the submit button either. I did that once already. Like I said, let me know if any of these are too loud or too quiet. Right now I'm just increasing all of them to about 150. I'm almost done. I'll let you guys know when I'm done so that you guys can test them. You don't want it to be up to 200. That's kind of too loud. I wish you could just enter the frickin' number instead of putting the dial or the little dial thing. Because I tried doing that and it won't let me. So I have to like put it at a just do the little dial thing and click and drag. Alright, one more and then we should be all done in terms of setting the commands up to 150, and then let me know if they're too quiet or too loud. Because I can turn them down or turn them up, whichever one. Alright, they should be all good now. Let me know if they're fixed before we get going, because otherwise I'm not gonna remember. Was that loud enough? I think it was better, but still pretty quiet. Okay. How far do I have to increase these freaking volumes up? Because it only goes up to 200. Let's try 170. There we go. Don't let it deter you too much. No, I'm not letting it deter me too much. I just want to make sure that these are right. That these sound good, you know what I mean? Because the maximum volume is like 200, and I'm pretty sure we don't want it to be that loud. I could always ask Slev what he has his set to. Because I know that he's got a lot of... sound commands. Alright. They're all jumped up. I'll try not to let it deter me too much, but... it's also variable based on the source file. Well, when I did all of these, I didn't, like, mess around with the volume or anything. When I did all of them, I went and what do you call it? Audacity or whatever, and I, you know, obviously shrink down what I wanted, and that's all I did. I didn't, like, mess with the... because when I was, like, playing it back, it seemed good on my end, but I wasn't sure how it was gonna... play out on the other end. But I'll worry about it eventually. I'll get it fixed if it needs to be. The important thing is we have commands now. We have sound commands. I will definitely fix those if need be. Yeah, we also got a I think if you enter the command wifey in chat, enter that. And there's tons of them in there. I can't even remember all of them. I added quite a few. I'll probably add more. It should go off in a second. That's the bot's being a bot. I'm not wanting to do all the commands. Give me a second. I might have to restart the bot because the bot's being dumb. I got one command that works. When I was doing it the other night, all the commands were working, so. Let me try and restart the bot. Because the bot's being a butthole. Because all the commands were working when I was testing them, so. See if it, let me see if one of them works. Let me try it. There it is. There it is. At least one of them. There's one. I just wanted to see if it actually worked or not after restarting the bot, so. So for the first match, we have Jeff freaking Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura starting this one off. So, like I said, none of the champions will be in action tonight. Because this is the show before the RCW Turmoil pay-per-view, so we want to make sure the champions are in tip-top shape as Shinsuke starts off with a kick to the chest to Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy with a quick reversal, Irish whip into the corner, and a kick right to the midsection of Shinsuke Nakamura, and driving the feet into the chest of Shinsuke. Now Jeff Hardy easily dragging Shinsuke to the middle of the ring, very wise on Jeff Hardy's part. Now Jeff Hardy definitely has the veteranship Even though that Shinsuke had his times at New Japan, Jeff Hardy, you know, it's probably been doing it a lot longer than the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura, and he drives the back of Jeff Hardy on the apron. Now, Jeff Hardy, he has had some back issues in the past, especially with all the swanton bombs he's hit over the years. Irish whip to the apron now, but I think Shinsuke's just trying to go after the back of Jeff Hardy, and again going after the back of Jeff Hardy. A bunch of kids are walking with their mothers, or at least I assume they're related to each other since they're all walking together. Either they're best friends or either they're all related to each other, one of the two. But I'm happy to have a lot of, at least something new to the stream. It's been a long time coming, like I said. You know, having sound commands and just kind of different little things that make the stream more interactive and more fun. I just think it's kind of cool. Especially with, I think Slev's really the guy that kind of turned me on to the whole sound command thing. Because he has them when people get, you know, the channels, and then they have their own command and their own sound in the stream and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool. So I thought, why not add some myself to kind of make the channel a little bit more personal, I guess. Jeff Hardy with the quick reversal, though. It's Shinsuke Nakamura. The face of Shinsuke going into the top turnbuckle here. There's Jeff Hardy quickly fighting back in this matchup. Possibly looking for a twist of fate there, but unable to for Jeff Hardy. Taking down Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke now. Looking to get back in this matchup after a good start, but Jeff Hardy started to come back after a while, but Shinsuke refusing to go down without a fight, and a forearm right to the face, and Shinsuke's got to roll out now. This is only the first match of the show, and we're already getting one hell of a match here. I watched, I watched the Rise wrestling pay-per-view. It was, basically, it's mostly women that wrestle in that promotion. But there are some men that wrestle occasionally in that promotion. And I have to say, it was probably one of the best pay-per-views I've ever watched. Like, from, like, an indie standpoint, it wasn't like... There was no high production, no nothing. It was just a curtain and music and like, but the matches though were freaking insane. Like, that was probably one of the best pay-per-views I've ever watched. Hands down. And some of these wrestlers are even younger than I am in this promotion, and they're doing that, so I think it's really cool. Jeff Hardy with the side Russian leg sweep. Jeff Hardy once again going after the back of Shinsuke Nakamura, maybe a little bit of payback from earlier in this match, but the referee just standing there. Maybe that allowed Shinsuke to kick out so early. Looking for the twist of fate from Shinsuke. Twist of fate on Shinsuke. But Shinsuke kicks out at 1, and Jeff Hardy cannot believe it, as you can tell by that facial expression there. I remember Jeff Hardy's days in TNA as Brother Nero and the whole rivalry with Rosemary and Crazy Steve. Probably one of the best rivalries I've seen, like, wrestling-wise. In like, modern day terms, I guess. Shinsuke lifting him up. Looking for Kinshasa. Kinshasa on Jeff Hardy. And Jeff Hardy with the kick out. What's up, John? Good to see you in here, buddy. Oh, Jeff Hardy on the comeback now. Jeff Hardy fired up. Atomic drop there. And drop kick right to the face of Shinsuke now. Jeff Hardy tried to go for that twist of fate again, but Shinsuke caught him. Shinsuke caught him into another Kinshasa on Jeff Hardy. Referee got to get in perfect position though. But Jeff Hardy kicked out at 2.5. We saw Jeff Hardy already kick out of the Kinshasa at least twice now. Shinsuke looked for it again, but Jeff caught it. And Shinsuke able to get a kick to the side of the face, it looked like there. Another kick to the back. By the way, did anybody watch Fyter Fest this weekend? Besides me? I know John watched it. I know you watched it, John. That match between Jon Moxley and, what's his face? Whatever that other dude's name is. What's up, AC79? Good to see you in here, Avenger fam. Avenger fam, that is right, damn right on that one. And Shinsuke looking for the Kinshasa again, and he connects with it again. This could be the end of Jeff Hardy here. And it is, as Shinsuke Nakamura gets the win over Jeff Hardy. That is the first match we've seen Shinsuke in a while. A long while, I should say. I was very impressed with Jeff Hardy, though, being able to kick out of at least 2 of the Kinshasas that he ended up receiving. As we move on to our next match, and this match definitely is one for the ages, as Mustafa Ali teams up with the one and only Ricochet against Cedric Alexander and Rey Mysterio, the 619 Master and Rey Mysterio. Now, normally, you would see the tag team champions in action, which are Sabre and Phoenix, the White Dragons, but since this is the go-home show to Turmoil, I want to make sure that the champions are 100% healthy and ready to go for their matches, as well as non-champions who are competing in matches. And by the way, for those of you just tuning in, we have new sound commands now, at least for the Twitch side of things. We are streaming currently on Twitch, Mixer, and D Live, all on the Botch TV channels, which is amazing. You can check out what commands those exactly are by going down in the panel, and there should be a panel marked commands with all of the commands and what they do. I've had to like edit the volume of the commands because they were kind of a little quiet. And if they still are, I plan to like edit them probably after stream or something like that, so I can see how I get those commands to be exactly the sound that I need them to be. I love honestly, I love the deathmatch wrestling, which is why I like the John Moxley match. You know, because I watched a lot of Combat Zone Wrestling, CZW, and I saw the likes of, you know, Jimmy Havoc and you know, obviously John Moxley. So, you know, but I can understand. I honestly, as much as I love the violent matches and really like exciting moments like that, when somebody gets, you know, put through barbed wire or hit with a steel chair or something like that, I do prefer like good old-fashioned one-on-one wrestling too as well. I don't know why, but like those matches, I'm not saying that those matches aren't entertaining by any means, but sometimes I think they might be just a little over the top and unnecessary, whereas like the traditional one-on-one wrestling matches, like, they're more rememberable. I mean, of course, you can use Hell in a Cell 1998 King of the Ring Mankind versus Undertaker as one of those like special matches. But again, it wasn't like a death match or anything like that. It was a one-on-one match in a Hell in a Cell. I mean, yeah, I can understand that, John. I can understand that completely. I can completely understand that. Honestly, me, as a person who's been to a lot of indie wrestling events, excuse me while I take a drink of my water real quick. As a person who has been to like a lot of the local indie smaller wrestling events where that kind of stuff does happen, I would say it's great for when you're there. Not so much when you're sitting at home. Like, it's truly is a great feeling when the wrestlers are like right there. Well, yeah, he's stone cold, dude. What do you expect? Of course he's gonna throw down everywhere. Same thing with Mick Foley and Mankind and all that. What's up, Mountain King? But honestly, yeah, I loved AEW Fyter Fest, but honestly, if I had to compare Double or Nothing to Fyter Fest, I would say that Double or Nothing was the better show. But that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. Like, probably, depending on how Extreme Rules does, I would say it's still better than anything WWE has put out in quite some time. I will say that. But then again, based on WWE's track record as of late, there's not much excitement to be excited about in that regard. I just hope that Extreme Rules, the 6 man. Oh yeah, that one, yeah. The one with what was it? The Young Buck? Was it the Young Bucks and what the hell was that? Because I love the Young Bucks match, whichever match that was. I love that one. And the Lucha Bros. Yeah, it was that one. The Young Bucks versus some other Lucha guy and the Lucha dudes. Yeah. That one. That one. I love that match. That was great. That one was pretty awesome. Mustafa Ali desperately needs to make a tag here as Ricochet hasn't been in this match up to this point in a DDT, and that might help him. As Mustafa Ali tags in the one and only. Now it's the one and only and Rey Mysterio going at it now. I would kill to see this match in real life. I want this match to happen. Paul Heyman, can we get this match to happen at some point, one way or the other, when Rey Mysterio returns from injury, please? DDT on the apron from Ricochet. I would expect nothing less from the high-flying one and only Ricochet. Now Ricochet with the straight up punches. I'm honestly, like, if their pay-per-views are this good, I'm honestly excited to see what happens, like, for the weekly shows. Like, I honestly, like, yeah, like, the pay-per-views are, like, maybe 3 to 4 hours long. But I'm wondering exactly what they can put into, like, an hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours of TV time. Instead of it being, like, a 3-hour, you know, pay-per-view, you know what I mean? Thank you for the lurk, Heavy, I appreciate it. There's Ricochet going for the pin here on Rey Mysterio. And Cedric Alexander gets tagged in off the hot tag from Rey, and now it's Ricochet and Cedric in the ring now. I definitely would love to see this match too as well. Cedric and Ricochet one-on-one. Elevated flatliner there. From the one and only Ricochet, and now Ricochet going up for what appears to be the 630 senton 630 on Cedric Alexander. Looking to get the win for his team here. And Cedric with the kick out at 2.5. And ever since Ricochet joined this match, he's been on fire here. That is true, John. I thought it was freaking awesome though how they got the Street Fighter outfits. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I like nerded out for a little bit. And look at this double team here from Rey and Cedric on Ricochet here. Now Ricochet's Ricochet is falling victim to the 619 from Rey Mysterio, and now Rey Mysterio going up to the top rope. Frog splash on Ricochet. 1, 2, and Ricochet kicked out at 2. I'll get to your message in a second. No, hang on. I've been mowing the lawn for 3 hours in 90-degree heat, not even getting paid. Oof. That sucks. I'm not gonna lie, that really does suck. What's Ricochet doing here? Possibly working on the leg. Phoenix walked the top rope like a damn tightrope and did a Spanish fly on a neck like Phoenix is on it. Well, what? The Lucha Brothers have been wrestling ever since they were kids, right? So, I mean, I watched this, you'd like this show, John, if you ever get a chance to watch it. It's called The Wrestlers, and it's about this guy that walks around. He goes from all over the world, promotion to promotion, talking to wrestlers. And there was this one about Mexican luchadors, and particularly they focused on Rey Fenix of the Lucha Bros. And they talked about, about getting a work visa, about Trump's border wall and stuff like that, and planning to be a challenge for, and basically like just a bunch of Mexican wrestlers, and how like they brought lucha, the lucha libre wrestling style to America, and how like it's not just a Mexican thing anymore, it's like all over the place. It's actually pretty interesting in my opinion. It's probably one of the best shows on TV, and like even casual wrestling fans should watch it, because like that show kind of gives you like an understanding, like this is what wrestling is. This is the behind the scenes of it. This is what it is. And they had a special on Darby Allin, which was kind of cool too as well. He was a huge part of it. Mustafa Ali now with the comeback here on Rey Mysterio. And he's got it with a kick to the face. Now going for the through the rope neck breaker, and he connects. Referee taking a little bit of time here. 1, 2. And Cedric took out the referee, got the job done. But Ricochet with the roll through, taking care of Cedric Alexander for the time being. What a teammate Ricochet is for Mustafa Ali right here in this match. Mustafa Ali quickly going up to the top rope, looking for the 054. Looking for the 054 here. But he... What the hell is going on? Okay. Okay, somebody explain to me why Mustafa Ali is glitching through the ring. Is anybody else seeing this right now? What the hell is happening? Why is Mustafa Ali getting glitched through the ring, and why am I moving him around? And why is Rey Mysterio being like a ragdoll right now? And why is everything being all weird? That is the weirdest glitch. Okay, guys, that is literally... I've seen a lot of weird glitches, but that is the weirdest glitch ever. I don't even think I can continue the match now because it's all over the place now. I think I gotta restart the match now because of the dang glitch. The dang glitch made Mustafa Ali go through the ring. Remind me that I tried to switch. I tried to move. It wouldn't let me move. It wouldn't even let me move. I was like moving like through the ring. I don't even know. I wasn't even like moving. I was, but I wasn't. Like I was like moving through the ring. And I wasn't able to like do anything. Except... I'm not gonna lie, I thought that body bag thing was pretty cool though. I apologize guys for that weird frickin' thing that just happened there. Mustafa Ali went for the cover on Cedric, and now he's going to tag in Ricochet. But Cedric with the hot tag to Rey Mysterio, not wanting anything to do with Ricochet, at least for the time being. Ricochet going off the ropes here. Standing moonsault on Rey Mysterio, going for the cover, only gets a 1 count. Rey Mysterio shoving that away quick. But Ricochet getting right back up though. Rey Mysterio with the Hurricane Rana right to Ricochet. Now these two one-on-one is a dream match in the making. But for right now, we are seeing them in a tag team action. And look at that reversal from Ricochet. And the quickness and agility that we are seeing here from Ricochet here. Ooh, but Rey Mysterio firing back now. Rey Mysterio going up to the top rope and a DDT. Well, I've seen Darby use one before. I've seen him use one before in like Evolve when he was with Evolve. I've seen him use one before, but he's not. I think that's the first time I've ever seen it actually like used in like during a match as part of the match. I don't think I've ever seen him use it otherwise. As Ricochet lands a 630 senton here on Rey Mysterio, looking to get Rey here. And a 2 count. And now Mustafa Ali is back in this match. These two making methodical tags here. But Rey Mysterio dealing with Mustafa now. Throwing Mustafa into his corner with Cedric Alexander. Now tags in Cedric Alexander. A drop kick there, but Cedric going for the pin now. Just a 1 count there. Yeah, honestly, yeah. They could have done without it. It could have been a great match otherwise. Didn't necessarily need that. But, you know. But as soon as that chair shot happened, I was terrified. Because I was like, oh my god. Because I saw, like... Apparently, what I read from it was that Cody had to get like 12 staples in his head after that. From that chair shot. And there was a lot of wrestlers like on Twitter and everything. There was like Moose from Impact and you know, there was like Jimmy Havoc reacting to a tweet that somebody made where it was like, oh, you know, there's these quote unquote wrestling fans, you know, something about basically wrestling being PG, and then they freak out when a chair shot happens or whatever. Yeah, 12 staples, yeah. Like that's to me, like I don't care if it's like for entertainment purposes. Like, I think that's just unnecessary. We all learned from the Attitude Era days and what exactly can happen to a person as a result of multiple unprotected chair shots to the head. So, you know, if we already know what happens, then, you know. As Mustafa Ali looked for the 054, and Cedric got the knees up, though. Flatliner. Now Cedric looking for the lumbar check. Here on Mustafa Ali. Lumbar check on Mustafa Ali, but he's right near his corner. But Cedric quickly dragging Mustafa away from his corner. And he's gonna get the win off of the lumbar check. I thought he was gonna tag in Rey Mysterio there, but I guess not. Smart idea by Cedric, though, dragging Mustafa to the corner where Rey Mysterio was at, where his partner was at. That is true. I'm just saying that that's what I saw on Twitter. I'm not. I'm just saying that that's what I saw on Twitter. Honestly, I don't care whether wrestling is PG, whatever rating it is. There's no excuse for an unprotected chair shot to the head. When there's all these risks involved of CTE and concussions and all that crap, like that, there's no reason for it, no matter the crowd reaction, whatever. Like, after seeing Cody take the hit and then seeing the blood and then seeing him like not move, or like move very gingerly, like not even really move at all, like that's terrifying. Like, to me, I was actually a little scared. I'm like, oh my god, I hope he's okay. Like, that was just unnecessary. Like, like you said, no discussion whatsoever. Like, that's no disputes about it. Like, that just shouldn't happen, and that's the bottom line, that shouldn't happen. Like, you know, at the very least, if a chair shot had to happen, it could have been to the back. It could have been right to the back, and that I would have been cool with that. I would have been cool with it. But that looked ugly. That looked really bad. But as we continue here, our discussion of Fyter Fest and this episode of RCW, we have Rosemary, the Demon Assassin, taking on Paige. Now, Rosemary, Mariel Rogue, have had quite the issues with the female side of the Outlaw family. That being Luna and Sky. You know, they've had their fair share of scraps. And it hasn't been good. And based on the tweet that Rosemary had made, saying something about the boy coming soon to us, and that the potions of the shadows are working. Could Rosemary be the one behind the whole diabolical of Brian Outlaw turning on his family, something that we never thought he would ever do? I don't know. Rosemary's not one to confess. I agree, John. I agree. Like, you can do stuff that WWE isn't doing, but it doesn't have to be everything. You know what I mean? Or you could take something that WWE is doing and just make it better. That's what they should really be thinking about. Not necessarily doing the things that WWE is not doing, like, as a whole. The stuff that WWE is doing poorly that they could easily make better, hence making a better alternative for wrestling fans anyway. I didn't expect him to be heel yet. You know, after seeing him as, like, Ty Dillinger in WWE, I know he was like Shawn Spears on the indie scene too, but, you know, I didn't expect him to do that. You know, I expected him to be maybe a tag team star nonetheless. I mean, not to say that he doesn't have the talent to be a single star, but I expected him first to be like, maybe have a couple matches as a single star, then join somebody on a tag team. As Paige quickly attacks Rosemary with those knee strikes of hers that she likes to use. And Rosemary looked to take down Paige there, but Paige taking it to Rosemary, the Demon Assassin. Now Paige and the Rogue family and Rosemary alone, they all have had their own spats as well. Rosemary ordering Marielle to attack Paige to get to the Outlaws, which caused this whole this whole rivalry and everything having to do with it, as Rosemary throwing Paige shoulder first into the turnbuckle. Now just stomps to Paige now. Dragging Paige to the middle of the ring. Now just a couple of shots to the face of Paige here. But Rosemary with the quick reversal on that neck breaker, though, that Paige was trying to go for. And kick right to the back. Now the referee and the medical staff had to be very careful on Paige's neck issues, as she's had quite a few of those in the past. Now another shot to the back by the Demon Assassin, Rosemary. Now the Demon Assassin throwing Paige into the corner there. Tried to go for that splash into the corner, but Paige ducked out of the way of that one. Now Paige with the high knee. Paige with the inverted DDT taking down the Demon Assassin, and she's firing herself up with that loud scream. Oh, now the mounted headbutts. Here come the mounted headbutts from Paige. And Rosemary's in a heap of trouble here. Oh yeah, I forgot Jericho was heel. I like MGF a lot though. It's Paige hitting the Paige turner on Rosemary. Now looking to follow it up with Rampage here. But no, Rosemary reversed the Rampage in a big clothesline. And a snap suplex to follow. Dragging Paige to the middle of the ring. Perfectly wise here, now looking for a red wedding. Looking for a red wedding here on Paige. But Paige with the reversal into an inverted DDT. Paige going for the cover now. But the referee took a little bit too long to get in position now. Rosemary just got right back up. Now Rosemary's fired up as she hits a sling blade. Now Rosemary looking for that exploder suplex, but Paige with another reversal. This has been a back and forth matchup. As Paige got her with a rampage. What a kick out. Yeah, I'm excited for Raw and SmackDown going forward as well. I can't wait to see kind of what happens there. Now what's Rosemary going for here? Just a couple of blows to the face, as I can't really see because of the camera angle there. Leave it to our production team for the bad camera angles. Looking for that exploder suplex. I think Rosemary now has Paige right where she wants her. Ooh, but Paige with the quick reversal. Rosemary went for a strike, but Paige reversed it into a backbreaker. Now Paige is fired up now. And Rosemary with the reversal into just a simple body slam there. And tried to go for a strike again, but a side Russian leg sweep from Paige. And now Paige trying to get back to her bearings here as an elbow drop right to the Demon Assassin. And a fist right to the face to the Demon Assassin here. Paige going right after the arm of Rosemary. Now turning Rosemary over now. Going for single leg Boston Crab here. Trying to tap out Rosemary, but Rosemary easily able to get out of that one. Takes down Paige. Tries to grab Paige here, but Paige with the jawbreaker there. Rosemary. Taking Rosemary down. I thought she might have been going for the page turner again. And that's exactly what I just said there. Is Paige with the page turner. Trying to catch Rosemary here, but Rosemary with a kick out. But Rosemary reversing the rampage though. Rosemary looking to take her to that place upside down, but then Paige with the reversal. And another reversal from Rosemary. And a German suplex. What a match this has been for both of these ladies. Paige looking to end this here. Looking to end this with another page turner. Page turner on Rosemary once more. And Rosemary kicked out of the page turner again. Trying to get Rosemary up, and she hits the rampage on Rosemary. Hitting the rampage on Rosemary. And I think she's going to get her, and that's exactly what Paige does. She gets Rosemary. A little bit of revenge. If we get both Styles versus Ricochet and then Nakamura versus Balor at Extreme Rules, I'll be so hyped. Those two. And yeah, honestly, if all of those matches get booked, that's going to be a good pay-per-view. That would be the smart thing on Paul Heyman's part. Like, that'll definitely boost Raw. Hands down. As Paige wins that matchup. And by the way, we have an announcement to make regarding who will be in Luna's corner for the Turmoil pay-per-view match, where she will be facing Noelle Diamond for the RCW Women's title. So, because Tessa Blanchard has played a major role in the champion's way of life, and either backstage or either at ringside, it might cause a little bit of trouble for Luna Outlaw to capture the RCW Women's Championship, in her mind. So, being the good GM that I am, I gave her the opportunity to recruit somebody to be in her corner as to even the odds. And she chose a very unlikely person. A person who she's had a match with, but somebody I never thought would be in the presence of Luna Outlaw and wanting to help Luna Outlaw, for that matter. And that is Violet Knight. Violet Knight will be in the corner of Luna Outlaw in that match. In that match for the pay-per-view. So, we also have another match announcement. Sky Outlaw, she told me that she had wanted a matchup for this pay-per-view. She said she was sick and tired of Rosemary playing games with her family and not getting payback for it. Or not getting any repercussions for it, I should say, rather. And so, it will be Sky Outlaw versus Rosemary. Now, the stipulation for that match hasn't been determined quite yet. But you guys will find out eventually. As we have our co-main event here. Pentagon Jr. of the Lucha Bros taking on AJ Styles. Our main event, however, is Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano in an Iron Man match for our main event tonight. I apologize, that's my water bottle there. They should balance those, they should book those three to balance out the other two crap. Yeah. What's the other crap tag match besides the one with Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins? I can't remember the other one. Now, I'll just say this real quickly. For those of you that are like huge WWE fans, or I should say, not just huge WWE fans, but huge wrestling fans. I'm pretty sure if you guys are huge wrestling fans, and that I mean that you're not just a WWE fanboy, you guys are probably as irritated as I was, and as John and I were, for how Stomping Grounds was in terms of the card and it being all rematches. Now, hopefully, with Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff taking over Raw and SmackDown, with Bischoff being the one taking over SmackDown, that we get something new creatively and less rematches, per se. I guess better booking is kind of... Because to me, a lot of these storylines and a lot of these matches or the things that have been going on lately, it's just kind of not necessarily just boring, but there's no built up, there's no story to it, and at the end of the day, it's kind of bland, you know? Like, I'll still watch it because I'm a WWE fan, but, you know, when you're watching something and you've been a wrestling fan for as long as I have, and, you know, you accept the fact that there's other wrestling promotions out there, and if you're a wrestling fan, one that watches virtually all wrestling, giving all wrestling a chance, then you'll understand my gripe with WWE right now. What's up, Waba? By the way, you do not need to thank me for subscribing to your channel. I wanted to do it. I wanted to give you those bits. No thanks is necessary. I'm happy to do it. Too bad. Too bad. And thank you. I knew you were going to do that. The matches are going great. The matches are going great. Me and my buddy John here, who's also in the stream, we were talking about AEW Fighter Fest. So that's quite been the talk of the stream, as well as the new sound commands that are in stream right now. I've been messing around with them because I remember you saying that I think you use Streamlabs bot. Yep, there it is. I know that you use Streamlabs bot, and I've been having the issue because when I tested them out, they seemed fine, like before I started stream. But then people were like, "Oh, that's quiet" or whatever. And like, so I was turning up the volume in the little commands thing. I increased it up to like 170 or something like that. Like literally, when I went to create the sounds, I didn't do anything to the volume. I didn't do anything to it. All I did was, you know, went in there, edited the stuff, like edited what I wanted the sound to be, or whatever. I'm not sure if it's like, because the maximum volume for the commands and everything is I don't even know. I don't know why those aren't working. They should be working. I don't know why they aren't working. They were working on my end when I first did it. I don't know why they aren't. I'll fix them. I'll fix them! Off stream, I'll fix them if... eventually. It's the first time I've added sounds to the stream, so forgive me on that if they don't always work the way that they should. Pentagon looks for the Pentagon driver, but AJ Styles with a big clothesline. AJ possibly looking for the calf crusher, but unable to get it. And Pentagon hesitated a little bit as AJ had him in a crucifix, but Pentagon able to slip out of that one. There's got to be a super kick, right? Okay. Okay, game. Okay, don't register the signature. That's fine. That's fine, game. That's okay. I swear to God, I already had a glitch where I had to restart a match today. I'm not looking for more glitches. Like, that's not what I want today. There's AJ Styles with a punch right to the face. Is he gonna drop Pentagon? And yes, he is dropping Pentagon. Neck in the back of his knee there, right on the knee of AJ Styles. Now AJ going for the cover, but Pentagon kicking out easily there. Uh-oh. But AJ Styles looking to hit the phenomenal forearm. But Pentagon slipped out of the way. Pentagon slipped out of the way, looking to get the Pentagon driver. Pentagon driver on AJ Styles. 1, 2, and no, AJ kicked out at 2.5. Yeah, but I'll definitely fix those. I will definitely fix those commands as soon as I can get around to it. I will fix those. Because they should be working. Because I tested them out before stream, tested them out yesterday. There's no reason why they shouldn't be working. But, you know, technology. Good idea. Good idea, Wobble. 1, 2, and kick out. I should definitely think about that. Good idea. That's what I've been trying to think about. I know that I'm not affiliate yet, but it's a matter of time before I get there. It's only a matter of time before I get there, so... I thought of sounds for the stream, so that's done. I have to... I got your sub badges, Wabba, so that's done. Obviously, I gotta fix the sound thing, because it's not cool having sounds that don't frickin' work. But, as soon as I get those fixed, and then I will have emotes, yes. I've been thinking a lot about emotes. Thinking a lot about, like, ideas. Obviously, I'll design the emotes. You know, they're pretty easy to design, and YouTube tutorials are freaking amazing. There's a lot of YouTube tutorials out there that help you get the right size and stuff, and worry about getting the approval for them. I want to have something with the Outlaws, I know that. I actually might have the Outlaw logo, or at least one of the Outlaw logos, and then something else underneath it, like some words or something, as like an emote. I can have, I think, like 3, I think. So, and then as I get increased subscribers, I can get more, but I'm done. Looking for the calf crusher here on Pentagon. Is Pentagon having trouble hanging on here? Pentagon with the shot here. I think he's got AJ Styles. He's got him lined up for the Pentagon driver. Dropping AJ Styles with the Pentagon driver. Making sure to drag AJ Styles in the middle of the ring so there is no rope break. 1, 2, 3, and Pentagon Jr. gets the win. I almost said Pentagon driver. Woo! Nope, that's his move. Not his name. Here, now that I have a little bit of break before the next before the main event starts, let me see what I can do here. Let me see. I just want to look at the commands and see what's going on. Let's see. Let's see. Wait. There you go. There's one! There's one. By the way, if you guys are wondering what that command is, that is Paige in her 2015 Q&A, and that is her answer to my question, and that offer always stands. That was, what, 4 years ago now? 3 years ago? So it's good to know that they work, but why aren't they working for you guys? That's the real question. It's like they're working when I type them in, but the question I'm wondering is why aren't they working for y'all? You know? Here, let's try this other one. Okay. You just made the list. Alright. Twitch is about to make the list in about a second here. Or, what's his face? Streamlabs bot is about to make the list in about a second. See, I'm adding, what I'm doing right now is I'm adding all of the usage to all of it, like, because it has like Discord chat and everything. Like, I'm trying to figure out why these aren't working for y'all. Because that's a problem! Okay, can one of y'all do me a favor? Try and enter any of the commands and just enter any of them and see if it actually works now. Because it's being a butthole and it's not cool. We also have some new alerts as well in stream as we get ready for our main event here. Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano in an Iron Man match, but we also have some new alerts as well. Like in terms of gifts and stuff. We got those. And there's a lot more stuff coming to the channel. Like I said, you know, this is the first time I've had like sounds on stream. So I want to make sure that that they work properly. So I know we were having some issues today, but it's the first time we're testing out all of these sounds. So I'll after the stream I'll kind of mess around a little bit and kind of see what's going on and making sure that the sounds work properly, making sure that they are loud enough. Because on my end they were, but then some of you were like, oh, it's too quiet, too loud, whatever. So hey, Waba, if you're still in here, when you did the JR thing, when you did the JR command, Was it okay for you sound-wise? Or volume-wise, I mean? You know what I mean. Sound-wise, volume-wise, same thing. By the way, I actually, I went ahead and I had to edit the auto mod. You know, the thing that, like, filters your chats and stuff. Reason being is because one of the viewers of my great friend, Bruno, he was getting unnecessarily censored by my like, auto mod, so... I don't think he was getting censored by my bot, because I have nothing on my bot that would say otherwise. Now Finn Balor, you might know him after getting a victory over the RCW World Champion Miles Anderson. Even before he had the title. And I would say it's in record time because, you know, that match didn't last too long. And I think that is why Miles turned over a new leaf. But here we have Johnny Gargano. And now Johnny getting the opportunity in the main event spot. Let's just see how Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano fare in this match. We have 15 minutes in this Iron Man match. Now, the whole object of this match, in case you're not familiar, is to get more falls than your opponent. A disqualification will result in a rewarded fall for your opponent, so these two have to be very careful. Also, getting falls later in this match are going to become very crucial. The less time your opponent has on the clock, the less time they have to come back. Because Johnny Gargano hits a cutter on Finn Balor, looking for the first fall. Not even a 1 count, though. Finn Balor getting right back up, but for some reason the game decided to glitch him down. Okay. Finn Balor now. In huge trouble from Johnny as Johnny yanks on the arm of Finn Balor. Finn Balor rolling out to the outside. Countouts do apply too as well. Chop right to the chest. And now Johnny looking to have his way here with Finn Balor as he throws the face of Finn Balor into the apron. And a back suplex to Finn, and now Johnny is just having his way with Finn Balor this whole matchup. But Finn Balor fires back with a punch of his own. Now looking to go after Johnny with his drop kick to the back. But what's Johnny going for here? Johnny possibly ranking on the arm there. Ooh, I thought he was going to try for some springboard. Johnny with a working hold here. There hasn't been much big moves from either of these men in this matchup. But keep in mind, there's still 12 minutes and change to go. Finn Balor looking to get an attack here on Johnny, but Johnny with a reversal. Finn Balor with a reversal right back. Now Finn Balor dropping Johnny Gargano back into the ring. And Finn is definitely feeling it. Just as I say that, Johnny trying to go for the long dart, but miscalculated. Johnny with a kick to the midsection. Irish whip into the corner. Lawn dart by Johnny. Looking to get the first fall here. 1, 2. No. Almost. From Finn Balor, but Finn Balor bouncing back. This is very uncharacteristic of Johnny, as Johnny wants no part of this. Ooh, but he baited him. Johnny said no, but then all of a sudden, Finn Balor baited him. A drop kick from the outside. Reversal there from Finn Balor. These men yet to have to get a fall from each other. It's still 0-0 and there's 10 minutes left. Just about in this match. Finn Balor looking for the missile drop kick in the corner. Missile drop kick into the corner. Uh-oh. Johnny's in the drop zone here. Johnny's in the drop zone for Finn, but Johnny wisely getting to the ropes. Some advantage. Ooh, tried for a back suplex. No. Finn Balor. Finn Balor got caught. Finn Balor got caught. He's got 2 here. And Johnny got him off of that. Johnny trying to get a second fall here. 1, 2. Johnny tried to get a second fall right after his first one. Oh, now Johnny. Johnny looking for the super kick, but no. Finn Balor able to get out of the way. Into the ropes. And Seguri to the side of the head there. Drop kick right to the face. And Finn Balor firing back with fists of his own here. Draping Johnny across the ropes. Finn cannot waste any time here. He has to have his eyes on the prize. I mean, he might not be winning any titles right now. This isn't a title match by any means, but every match here in RCW is important. Regardless of what belt these guys have in mind of going after, every win is important, as Finn Balor with the reversal and taking Johnny down, and Finn Balor is for sure feeling it now. Drape Johnny across the ropes again, and that's exactly what happens. Irish whip to the corner. Finn Balor looking for that missile drop kick again. Missile drop kick into the corner. But Finn can't waste any time. Having trouble getting up to the top rope, I see. And Finn had some trouble getting up to the top rope there. Ooh, but Johnny with the quick reversal. Able to get himself out of dodge. And now Johnny is fired up once again. Uh-oh, Johnny, what's he doing here? DDT on the apron. And again, this is just a one-fall game here, and a cutter. And that busted Finn wide open. Again, this is just a one-fall deficit here for Finn Balor, so Finn Balor definitely has plenty of time to get back in this match, but he doesn't want to give any more breathing room. So Johnny Gargano Johnny went for that lawn dart, but Finn saw it coming. Finn saw it coming. Now draping Finn over the ropes. Now Johnny's in trouble here. Or Finn's in trouble, excuse me, is Finn with a kick out. Again, 6 minutes left as Finn has to find a way back in this match, and that German suplex will definitely help him out a bit. Stomping away, but no, he's... Oh, what's he going for here? Look at the drop. Johnny right on his head, and that's exactly what happens. And Finn is just winded right now. But he's got to keep going. He's got to keep going as Johnny's in the drop zone. Coup de grace on Johnny, looking to tie this one up. But Johnny with the kick out at 2.5. And Finn is beside himself. He can't believe it. As he's going up again. Looking for a coup de grace a second time. Coup de grace again on Johnny. 1, 2, 3, and Finn ties it up with 4 minutes left to go. Just about. This is a tie. This is still anybody's game. Anybody's match here. Turns him around. Looking for that lawn dart again. Lawn dart on Finn. Now Johnny looking for that super kick. Johnny connects with the super kick. Into the cover. 1, 2. And Finn kicked out of the super kick. Finn kicked out of the super kick, but Johnny's a little frustrated. And still gets a 2 count. That was a little bit of a pin of frustration. And I don't blame Johnny there, as he usually gets people to go down after that. Ooh, but Finn battling back. Finn battling back with a couple of strikes. Now Johnny with a strike of his own. Takes Finn down. This match has been back and forth. Just when you think somebody's got the handle on somebody, they don't, in a sling blade. Chest stomp. Going up to the top rope here. Finn with the splash. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And he gets Johnny off of the splash. He got Johnny off of the splash. What amazing work there from Finn Balor, able to get Johnny off of the splash. And that busted Johnny wide open there with that elbow. But Finn can't stop now. He's got to keep his foot on the gas pedal as Johnny has time to get back in this match. Plenty of time to get back in this match. Allowing Johnny to get back to his feet, and Finn Balor taking him down. But he might have hurt himself in the process. Oh, this would definitely possibly put it out of reach here if Finn's able to hit the coup de grace and get another fall and a coup de grace here on Johnny Gargano, looking to get his third fall. No! Johnny with the kick out. And now Finn going up again. Finn going up again, looking to hit coup de grace a second time. Coup de grace again. And Johnny kicked out again. What a clinic these two are putting on right now. Ooh, but Johnny with a super kick. Johnny with a super kick, but he's got 55 seconds left. Wasting precious time here. Johnny wasting precious time. This is in Finn Balor's favor here. Trying to get Finn Balor to go down, and no. I think Finn Balor has this 1-1. Johnny wasted a lot of precious time there. He wasted a good 30 seconds allowing Finn Balor to get back to his feet. And it looks like Finn Balor is going to win this one. As Johnny was looking to lock in the Gargano escape there, but... But no. I have to question Johnny though, because really, he wasted about at least 20 seconds that he could have easily taken advantage of with Finn Balor being down, but Finn Balor is the winner in this Iron Man matchup, and I doubt this is the last time we've seen these two in a match. But this is the end, I guess, of the regular season, if you will, of RCW. Our next, well, a regular first half of the season, I should say. Our next show will be the Turmoil pay-per-view. So, see, since today's Monday, let's see. Let me plan this out correctly. So Friday is the 5th of July. Okay. Friday's the 5th. So I'll have to see what I have going on later this week, but the streams for the rest of this week are probably going to be the SmackDown and Raw Universe modes to close out this streaming week. Then Monday will be the Turmoil pay-per-view, and then we will take a break from RCW for a while, and you know, because if you're new here, if you're new and this is the first time you've seen an RCW stream, or any stream on my channel for that matter, welcome first of all, and sorry, I'm eating crackers. Second of all is this. for my RCW series, ever since like season 2, I do this thing where I do 20 episodes a season, with every 10th episode being a pay-per-view. So that's 2 pay-per-views a season. After every pay-per-view, that includes the season finale and the mid-season finale, I guess you could say, with the first pay-per-view. I take a little bit of a break from the show. Reason being is because, or at least for the first half of the season, one is so that people who haven't been caught up can catch up. Because all of these go on my YouTube afterwards. They get archived and they go on my YouTube afterwards. Secondly, is I need to write storylines for the second half of the season. Or, if it's the end of the season, I need to write storylines for the next season after that. So, that's why. So after we have the Turmoil pay-per-view next Monday, what we will do is we'll take a little bit of a break. I will and this is also for those of you that are new as well. What I do during that break, besides write storylines, I go on my Discord and my Twitter and all my other social medias. And the thing that I always do is I basically ask you guys, essentially, how you like the season, or how you like the first half of the season, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, this is a wrestling show for you guys. It's a wrestling show for the fans. And, I treat this as if it were, a real wrestling show on TV with, ratings and stuff like that. And I don't necessarily judge the season based on numbers or anything. I judge how well the season was done based on the reactions while the episodes are live. I'm paying attention to your guys' chat and your reactions to the things that have been happening. As well as, your guys' direct feedback, which is, I like this, or I didn't like this, or I didn't like that, or I didn't like this. And then I take that into account in making the storylines for next season or the second half of the season, whichever part we are at. So yeah, I take that into account and I try to improve season by season and try to make sure that I do what I need to do to continue to be entertaining and make the show what it is. Because honestly, if the show wasn't entertaining, then you guys wouldn't be here watching it. So, anyways, just like to give out a couple shout outs here. Shout out to Wava Plays, again, for being an awesome streamer. I always try to get to his streams, plus him and I live in the same time zone, so it's easy that way. As well as making these really awesome sub badges that I can't wait to have as soon as I reach affiliate. Obviously, I've had those sub badges made for months now. Those are still in the DMs of the Discord of me and Wava on Discord there. So as soon as I get to affiliate, I will definitely use those. He did a real good job on them, even though he says he's not like the best at designing stuff. That's why he gets a lot of other people to do it for him. But he did a pretty good job in capturing the vision that I wanted. And they're steel chairs, by the way, in case you were wondering what those were. But I plan to have those out as soon as possible. So that should be pretty awesome and pretty cool. So I'm really excited to have those out, and what that means is when you guys sub to me, that directly supports me, as well as like getting my merch too as well. That's another thing that directly supports me as well. The merch store probably is the best thing that has ever happened to this show to date. It is really cool because when you guys see the shirts that some of these wrestlers wear in the game, you can own those shirts now. I actually own like two of the shirts that are on that merch store. I own the Sky Has Fallen shirt and the orange and black Bill Kick Jason Outlaw shirt, so I own that shirt. As wrestlers debut, as I create more wrestlers, obviously there's going to be more merch to be made. Obviously I got a couple wrestlers, and usually I make the wrestlers ahead of time, then I debut them later. So once wrestlers debut, like, let's say I got this wrestler named Zero, so let's say he debuts. When he debuts, that is when, his product will go, his shirt will go on the merch store, is when he debuts, or like a day after he debuts. So that's how it's going to be going forward, is as new wrestlers get added to the roster, get added and made, and logos and t-shirts and all these other kinds of things get made, then there will be more stuff. But also I plan on like utilizing the other stuff in the Teespring store, like phone cases, things like that. I'm just really focusing on like t-shirts right now, because it's literally the easiest and simplest thing, plus probably the coolest thing out of everything in that. So it's pretty cool. I'm excited to have those, and I guess Teespring has this thing coming out that are like face covers to help protect your face during the winter. I have one that I actually had made for me by somebody, so I can design those. So maybe you guys can have like a Luna Outlaw bandana or something. And with all these wrestlers and all these merch designs, it leaves open to ideas and stuff. And if you guys have any ideas for like emotes or anything like that, or even merch designs, let me know. I always take those into account as well. I'm definitely gonna take Wabo's idea, definitely. That's definitely something that I thought about as emotes, because I feel like that's the hardest thing, is to think about what you want for emotes. And even though that I'm not at affiliate yet, I'm so close that it's a good thing to start thinking about what I want in terms of emotes and things. So I'm excited. I'm really hyped up for that. I can't wait to have all of that in store, and hopefully I can fix the issue with the commands and the sound issue once I figure out like what's going on with it. And how to go about increasing the sound and making it louder, because I already did that and it was still quiet, so I still got to figure out how it's coming through. I'll probably watch the VOD of the stream and kind of see like where people use it, and then I'll kind of get an idea of how loud it is, and then I'll go from there. I think that's the best bet, is to do that. And then figure out where I can go. But real quickly, let's just see who is streaming right now as we get ready to host and rate some. Ooh, Tony streaming. You know what? I think I'm gonna send you guys off to. I think I want to send you guys off to Tony. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you guys off to Tony, and you guys, you'll definitely love him. Right now, he's playing Siege. Right now, he's a real funny dude. I swear to God, like this guy's literally the guy that'll do anything for anybody. He is just a real awesome dude. Definitely check him out. He's real cool, and so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and host him, and I will catch you guys on the next stream, which should be Wednesday. With the let's see, we did SmackDown last time, so we're gonna do the Raw Universe mode, and then we're gonna do the SmackDown Universe mode on Friday. So that's how it's gonna be. So I will catch you guys then.